In this next clip, Jim Elliott participates in a debate on the Jim Rome Show. The debate is focused on safety at sporting events. Among the participants is another attorney and well-known sports enthusiast, Don Cherry.
Jim, let me start with you. Brittany Cecil died tragically recently from head injuries suffered when she was hit with a puck in an NHL game. My question, Jim, was it merely a freak accident, or should the NHL have done something to prevent it?
No, absolutely not. It was not a freak accident. They had ample opportunity. They had years of knowledge in thousands of incidents to take action, and they failed to do so. What the consumers do not know is that that puck does go into the stands at 100 to 125 miles an hour. However, it takes approximately half a second to go from the ice into the stands. Human reaction time, now this is from the defendant's own experts, human reaction time is 2 to 3 seconds. So what we are being placed in a situation where we cannot react possibly fast enough. So that's not good enough.
Don, where do you come out on this? I mean, is it part of the game, and is there an inherent risk in attending a sporting event such as the NHL or a hockey game, or must the league do more to protect the fans?
Well, it's the same thing. What about baseball? I mean, we're talking about hockey. What about the bats that fly in there out of the hand, the baseball going down? Hey, you go to a hockey game, the pucks go there, there's nothing you can do about it. And I know they're talking about screen and all that stuff coming down and everything, but as I tell you right now, the fans do not like the screen. I was at games last night. They do not fill up. They always fill up on the sides when they're screened. They have it at the end. It's always empty.
If you look at the televised games, you look behind the backstops, every seat's full. I have the season records from different venues, and every seat is always held basically for decades by large corporations, by presidents of companies. These people can sit anywhere they desire. Where do they want to sit? They want to sit behind the netting.
Throughout the debate, Jim Elliott points out not only the danger of attending a sporting event, but also the extreme lack of precaution that the venues take to protect their fans. He references that human reaction time is simply not fast enough for a person to protect themselves from a bat, ball, or puck that may fly into the stands.
Hey, Jim, I mean, legally, Jim, when the fans buy the ticket, do they enter into an agreement, and do they assume that risk that if I go to a game, I might be taking my life into my own hands?
No,
is that understood when they buy the ticket?
No,
well,
they don't.
Wait a minute.
They don't. No, wait. Let me address this. One,
oh, yeah,
they do not assume the risk. Don keeps referring to baseball. No, Don, let me refer to baseball. We have, on the average, 35 to 40 baseballs and bats going into the stands per game. And look at the hockey games behind the plexiglass. Those games, the seats are always full.
That's
not up above. No, hang on, Don. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. We told them.
Let them finish the thought. Go ahead.
We told them.
Let them finish the thought.
We told them years ago. All they have to do is raise the safety glass to a degree, or put up netting, and they're going to cut down on 80% of the injuries. Don, you're a hockey guy, so tell me this. Answer this. Why doesn't any team keep records of the injuries? Why cannot we find out how many people are injured per game? Any other industry in the world has complete detailed records from their risk management.
Well, when you go to the junior games, they have it in Quebec. When you go to some of the junior games that have the netting, you can always see the rink when it fills up. It's always the sides, and the last seats are taken behind the net. I will admit one thing. Once you get there, after about 5 minutes, you don't notice it too much. But getting there, it's not the same as watching.
Approximately 5 pucks go into the game, into the stands per game, with one significant injury requiring treatment. That's per game. That's per game.
Ridiculous.
Okay, Don. Then how do you dispute the report that was just filed recently by the Georgetown doctor, the doctor from the arena in Washington? Now, he's the one that's there. He's the one that's treating these fans that are injured every single day.
Well, it's ridiculous to say that every game there's somebody with a substantial injury. It just doesn't happen. This is the way the fans want it. It's too bad, and God love Brittany.
I had the sworn testimony. I had the sworn testimony.
Hey, I watched more games. I've been at more games than has ever sworn than anybody. You're talking, maybe somebody might get hit.
Then where are the injury reports? Where are the injury reports? You know what? If Brittany had not died, we never would have known to the extent of her injury. The only reason we know is because this little girl died.
As the debate comes to a close, Jim Elliott lets audiences everywhere know that death and injury should never occur at a sporting event, and that venues should take preventative action before a tragic loss like that of Brittany Cecil is repeated.